See, I just had all that and I was fucking muted. What's up, you bunch of fucking savages? I'm Donald DeLay, if that's not your fault. We're gonna be talking about Marc Silvestri today. What makes him so awesome, and why I ride his art dick all day long. All day long. Just get in there, grind it. Get in there, grind. Humping my desk again. That's all I do. So let's see. If you have any questions while we're going, feel free to shout them out in the chat. So you know what I'm doing and shit. Anyways, let's see. Damien X24. Hello, Mark Trafford. Mechaside, glad you could make it. It's the Sketchy Scratchies. Yes, it's the Sketchy Scratchies. Is this shit freezing up? Is this... This shit fucking freezing up? Is it freezing up? Is it really gonna do this? No? Okay, because on my end it's freezing up. The video looks like it's frozen. But whatevs. Alright, there we go. There we go. Howdy, 7 and 9. Alright. So, what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna start with this image. Because I'm gonna explain two things that you see, and it's gonna fucking blow your mind. It's gonna blow your shit right out the top of your head. Alright? Something that you're going to see a lot in Marc Silvestri's art. Two things. Two prominent things. One, he likes the triangle composition. He likes the triangle composition. You sound a lot like Donnie for some reason. Well, you know, you pick up the habits. And the second thing is this weird-ass fucking shape that he's got here, that we got here on the screen. This overall shape that he does, it's like it kind of looks like flames, you know. It gives off a not like a primal feeling, but it sort of makes you feel the passion that he has for what's going on. Like this, just like this shit is burning inside him, and it's got to get out, burning, and it's got to get out. I'm in overall shape. Free range human says I'm in overall shape. Yes, round is a shape. Round is a shape. What up, J0074? There's Kirby dots. Hopefully he does Kirby dots like Kirby dots. Anyways, you'll see this shape being used a lot in a lot of his pages, a lot of his covers, especially his covers, and his pinups. Okay, but I started with this one because you can see you can see how well the shape is just from all the black, and then there's also a little bit of the triangle composition in here too. He's got the two. Zoom in a little bit. He's got a little bit of the triangle composition here. It goes boom, boom, boom. The two parts on the bottom sort of ground it. Right? Okay, so that's the overall shape. Keep that overall gesture in mind. Like flames coming up from the pits of hell and shit. And you can see it again here. You know, this general type of shape. Just scratchy. It looks like a flame rising. You know, like someone just set a bum on fire or some shit. You know, starting the grill for some barbecue and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? And then again, with the triangle here. Boom, boom, boom. Well, you could go a little bit further over to the jaw that comes up here. But, you know, you still have that triangle shape making its way in there. You could even bring it further down. Ignore my kids. The puppet is messing with them, trying to kill them. They stole his Doritos. They stole Donnie's Doritos, so he's out there trying to stab them. You know, here's another image. Overall shape. You know, you see what I'm getting at? This motherfucker hides it in almost every goddamn thing that he does. Almost every fucking thing that he does. He's hiding this general flame looking shape. Which is badass, because most people will pick some like, you know, some weird ass fucking compositional thing. He's doing like flames. He wants you to have the passion. Ooh. Ooh. Right? That's some shit right there. That's fun. Let's go closer in on this one. And again, triangle composition. A lot of artists use this shit, this triangle shit. Kirby liked to do it. Jay Lee liked to do it. A lot of dope motherfuckers like to do it. Doritos for Donnie. I don't think he needs more Doritos. Press 1 to put mustard on your pizza. Andrew. No. No. You gross asshole. No. Oh. Oh. Donnie has passion for Doritos and the orange dust. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I could have, you know, fucking gotten some higher resolution images instead of being a dickhead and getting, what is this? 72 DPI? Good job, Donald. Good fucking job, fathead. Good job there, fathead. Anyway, look at this. This fucking shit is cool. Another thing you're going to see throughout his career is he likes this kind of sketchy style. Which is just fucking awesome. It's like he doesn't give a shit. But he's one of the most refined fucking artists out there, man. All his things are sketchy. You would think that'd be like, if you watched him draw, it would probably be like, what the fuck is he doing? And then it's done. And it's like some magical fucking thing happens. Like, draw a circle. Draw the rest of the fucking image. Right? Ain't that some shit? Okay, now hear me out. What about ketchup on pizza? No. Do I need to ban you assholes? Do I? What? No. No tomato. No ketchup. No tomato ketchup. No Shinto ketchup. I don't need Shinto ketchup jizzing all over my pizzas, man. I already paid him to do that to my face. Anyway, look at that fucking cool image. Let's see if we have any high-res bullshit in here. Look, you can even see it in here. In this thing. You wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so. But he's sneaky. That motherfucker's sneaky, right? Look at this. Look how fucking cool this is, man. Can I go closer on this? A little bit. Let's back out. I'm going to show you. Okay? You have these little shapes here. Look. Look. You see what he's doing? You see what he's doing? Still got that fiery passion shape. You see that shit? You fucking see that shit? It's like some next level mind fucking, man. You wouldn't think that the image is there. You wouldn't think that that shape is there because it's so open and everything's just like going up and down and her titties are popping and everything. And you would think, you know, you just focus on the titties with the nipples. You have to go tweak them. Right? You wouldn't think it's there, but it is. And then again, boom, boom, boom. You got a triangle shape. You get that fucking pyramid, right? J/74. He's fucking sick motherfucker. Look at this dopeness. Let's go in further. Right in there. Right in there. On the jubblies. Look at some of this rad detail. God, that's fucking gorgeous. And look at this. All this stuff is like just sketchy bullshit. You wouldn't think that it makes sense, and then an image pops out of fucking nowhere, man. There was a time I confused Jim Valentino with Silvestri. Don't know why. I don't know why you would either. Were you drunk? Half asleep? High? Something? Man, look at this. He just does these like wispy sort of things. It's like he doesn't want to stay too long. He doesn't want to give too much attention to any one line, but he wants to, you know, like put detail in there and bring your attention to the overall image. And it's fucking cool. Look at that. This shit right here, this stuff. This is fucking cool. Look, it's got so much weight to it. You can feel that like, that shit is like hanging on her head. Blowjobs must hurt from that bitch. Seriously. Why does yellow flash look like delay? Oh. Comfy. Get comfy. I love pineapple on pizza. Is anyone in there a moderator? Can they ban him? Can I ban Caradon? How do I do that? Put user in timeout. Can I do that? I should do that. Put you in timeout. Silvestri likes his steaks medium rare. How dare you insult that man? Alright, so let's see. Yeah, you keep looking at this fucking image. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is a team right here. This is an A+ team. Silvestri and Matt Banning. Holy shit. That's like... that's like Coppola and McFarlane. Starsky and Hutch. Other duos that really work well together. You think of someone. You think of someone. I just fucking love this art, dude. This is so fucking cool. All the little shit here with the white. That's not white out, is it? Is that white out? Can I get close enough to see if that's white out? I don't think that's white out. Because you can see up here where the whiteout is discolored. And you can see whiteout right here. Oh fuck, did Bat just... This looks like it might be whiteout. Some of this right here. White ink right here maybe. No, okay, that looks like white ink. Just some dope ass. This might not be white. This might not be white ink. Bat is just that fucking good. Look at these dudes. This fucking bonded shit over here, man. Silvestri's a freak. Silvestri's a freak. You let that dude run loose and he draws some freaky ass shit. This little gimp thing here. The dude's got like a cock cage and stuff. I bet Silvestri has a freaky ass nightlife. That's just a beautiful fucking image. That's great. That's one of my favorite pieces. Could be white gel pens. I think it's probably something else. Not a white gel pen, because those, you don't get such a fine taper on them. And that looks like the taper is part of the pen. So it might have been like white ink used on a brush or a quill. I don't know. Could have been a white gel pen. Again, here's more of that shape. Here's more of that shape. You're seeing it. It's a little more vague here. But it still kind of looks like a fire coming out from the pits, right? It's a little toned down, so you even got part of it here. In this smoke or whatever the hell it is. Part of it's coming from there. It's just an overall shape. That, excuse me. That he puts in all of his images. Now we're going to go in close. And again, what do we got? A pyramid shape. See, these are things that you're going to be seeing a lot of in his art. And this is like way back. Way fucking back. Way back. Oh, excuse me. That was lingering, man. Oh. Well, something came up with that. Damn. Wash that back down. Anyways. You'll see this shit like way back in his art. Way fucking back. Like Wolverine. It might even be pre-Wolverine shit. I don't know. You'd have to go look it up. I started watching, looking at his shit during Wolverine. And I haven't gone past that. But, and he's always had this kind of sketchy style too. At least ever since Wolverine, he's always had this kind of sketchy shit going on. This man can draw folds like a motherfucker. This is some Bisley shit here too. You know, I want to learn to draw folds like this. Just fucking look at that. It's just random squiggly ass shapes, but it makes sense with the way he puts them down, right? How fucking good is that? Look, it's just, he probably just goes like that and then fills in the blacks. I want to watch this asshole draw like a whole page. Like a full cover. Know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't pay for that? I would sell one of my children to see that. Which one would I give up? They're both kind of loud. Do not save. Here's a more recent image, you know, with the Darkness Hulk thing, whatever the fuck this is. You can still see it, kind of here. You know, still got that general shape, triangle. You got something below. You've always got something below it, sort of grounding the whole image. And then you just kind of go up and you look at, you know, you look at the Hulk's dick, and then you're looking at his face, and then you're looking at his face. And even when you come down this way, it just brings you down to the dick, and then down to the carnage below. So, like, no matter which way you're looking, you come at this piece, you're going to be looking at Hulk's dick, that big green schlong, and then down at the carnage below. This one was inked by Joe Weems. Yeah, that looks like Weems. Who was also good with Silvestri, but not as good as Bat. He was like number 2. He was like number 2. Number 2. Let's see. Silvestri is the man. Old Man Rourke thinks he has Silvestri's Wolverines. I wish I did. I need to get that, like, that Hama... the Hama Silvestri, what is it? Marvelous Duo, or whatever the fuck it's called, where it just collects their run. I need to get that. Marc's art is Sketch Therapy. Hey, Sketch, what's going on? Marc's art is absolutely exemplary, as are you, brother. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Good to see you. I always love Marc's art. Marc is fucking phenomenal. Marc, on his worst day, as a fucking beginner, is 100 times better than I will be 10 years from now on my best day. Let's see. Marc's art is absolutely exemplary. Read that one. An artist I like with a sketchy style is Yoji Shinkawa, the character and mechanical designer for Metal Gear Solid, Zone of Enders, and Death Stranding. I might have seen some of his shit. I'll have to look him up later. Anyways, this is fucking cool. I really loved his Hulk run, man. That shit was just primal. That dude fought a fucking shark, like 3 fucking sharks in the water. And it looked dope. Silvestri missed his calling, man. He should have done a big character like Pitt or someone. He's a Lobo guy. Silvestri is definitely a fucking Lobo guy. You know, he needs to draw the big characters. We all like his Wolverine. We all love his Wolverine. But look at this fucking mass of destruction here. Could you imagine if he was drawing like Lobo? Let's mark this up. Give me a black. Mark this up. Look at that. What if this was Lobo? How would he do the hair? We got some hair here. I don't know how Silvestri would do the hair. Let's do some white in there so it looks. There we go. And then he's got like the jacket, right? He's got like the jacket. He would have the jacket flaying open like this, and it would probably be like tattered and shit with the jacket. Could you imagine that? Look at that. How fucking cool is that? How fucking cool is that? You get Silvestri to draw Lobo? Oh. I would need to wear my white pants for that shit. I love the way he does this. This shadow, where he breaks it up. Let's try using a color people can fucking see, idiot. This shadow, where he like breaks it up on the chest. And then he's got some cross-hatching here going on. That's awesome. I need to learn how to do that. Another little thing Silvestri does. He does these flat ass fingers, which just work for him somehow, you know? They still get this like meatiness to it, this little meatiness to it, right? But it's like a rib. It's like a barbecue rib, you know? Little flat, fucked up fingers. It's like a barbecue rib. It's good shit. Would be cool to see his version of Lobo or even Pitt. Yep, I agree, old man Rourke. See, that would be an awesome Lobo, the main man. His Silvestri would knock it out of the fucking park on a Lobo. Swear to God, you know how many copies that would sell? Dear God. People think he's a Batman guy. He missed his calling. He's not a Batman guy. He's not a Wolverine guy. He's a Lobo guy. Like Greg Capullo. Capullo's a Lobo guy. Fucking take him off of Batman and put his ass on Lobo. How many different styles can you draw? I could probably mimic pretty closely a bunch of styles. It would be difficult and probably give me a headache, but in general I have about 3 or 4 that I can go through. Alright, back at it. This one, you don't so much have the fire shape going on here. I mean, you could probably, if you really want to try, you could say that it's there with the hair and shit. You know, just the mountains, and you could probably make it up, but I'm gonna say, whoopsie. I'm gonna say no, it's not there. Not for this one. You'd think he was trying to fill the page, but the triangle is. And look at this. That man can't fucking draw feet to save his life. Everyone gives Liefeld shit. This man can't draw some feet. He's fucking little cheese. Just look at this. He does these little fucking wedges. Look like they're standing on a fucking knife. With a knife foot. Got this weird ass little knife foot here. But god damn if he can't draw everything else. Stylistic choice, you know, it's part of his shape language. Part of his shape language. And it works. And if you don't know what I mean by shape language, imagine like every artist sort of has, if they have a really unique style, they have a very obvious shape language to them. You look like someone like Andrew Huerta. He's got a unique shape language. Eric Canetti. A lot of the realistic looking guys, they have a similar shape language. But you can usually see the individuality in the hair, you know. But in someone like Silvestri, who has a very recognizable style, you definitely see the shape language there, because like the legs are always something like that, right? The little shins, no matter what, even if somebody's jumping around. It's very, his shape language is kind of loose and gestural, if that makes sense. You know, things are kind of gestural. Like he didn't, like I said earlier, it looks like he doesn't spend a whole lot of time on lines. You know, he throws one down real quickly. A lot of times you can see their shape language in their in the way they draw a mouth or a fist. Like you look at Ryan Otley, you can see his shape language in the way he draws mouths, or the way he just like draws flat. It's just kind of two-dimensional bullshittery, right? But the man knows his shit. The man knows his anatomy. That's a style choice. Look at this. You look at this shit. This man's got his anatomy down. Got his anatomy down. Look at that. Got the kneecap here. Look at that. That motherfucker knows his shit. He's showing you the basics, but he's also showing you, I know some shit. Because he's got the little lines right here. It's like, I know my shit, dog. Look, just a big old bubble for a shoulder and a tricep, a bicep. He's just like, I know my shit though, dog. I know my shit. Come at me. He gives you these little hints. It's fucking cool. That puppet is murdering my kids. Look at this. Is back in the day. Let me see if I can just make this brighter or something. Oh, that's not the page. Let me try to make this a little brighter. Luminosity? No, I'm gonna need contrast shit. Bring this up. Hey, there we go. Now people can see it, dipshit. You fucking retard. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, general shapes. He's got this shit locked down, right? He didn't spend a lot of time on a shape. He spends less time on a line than I just spent drawing over his shit. Knife foot is knife hands, brother. Sketch Therapy said, I never learned gesture drawing. I think it's why my art is bad. It's all very stiff. Definitely focus on some gesture drawing if your art is stiff. It'll help. You know, you just look at people, the way they're standing, you look at their poses, and just, you know, get the quick swoops to get the shapes. You just do the whole leg, you know, like do the whole leg there, like that. And then you have someone standing, right? with their hip jutted out. Whoops. This right here, this was my jumping on point. This issue, what is this? Wolverine 55? It says Wolverine. Wolverine. Is that a Y? Looks like a Y. Ooh, this one is 600 DPI. Let's go close on this one. I guess this is supposed to be issue 54, but it got pushed to issue 55 or something. But this is the one, man. This is the book. This is the first book I got going to my Meemaw's house. We were driving up there, stopped at a gas station. I picked up this issue and an issue of X Factor by Wolves Portaccio that had the storm cover. She was like in the rain and she was like duck lips, doing the duck lips. She might not have been doing duck lips, but just like that and all the shit, and it was just like here, you know, whatever issue that was. Picked that up. Those are the first comics I ever bought. And then a couple years later, I got hooked because of Image. Let's see, Damien X 24/7. It's a serious ways that Marc doesn't do some Conan or other barbarian stuff. Get him to draw Tarzan or something. A Conan book by Marc Silvestri. It would blow people's shit away like a Lobo book from Silvestri would. Shit. You know, they should have had David Finch on that book instead of Mahmoud Asrar. I like Asrar's art, but David Finch was really the one that needed to be on that book. Seriously, it needed a dark style. Look at this. This lettering is dope too. I really like that. Back when people lettered on the pages. Like on that previous page, you could see through the lettering, and you could see that it was pasted up over the art. This one, you can tell that it was. They did the pencils, and then the lettering was done, and then they went and did the inks. Because you can see right here, you can see like a little break. Spitting on my screen. See that little break right there? He was trying to get it. Trying to get it in there. Look, you can still see the pencils. Blue lines. Some white out for the. Because they went too far and they needed to put the shit over there. Look at that face. Look at that sketchy ass looking. This shit. What is this? This fucking dude here. This is dope. God, I love Silvestri's art. Back when Wolverine smoked. When Marvel had balls. All right out. Look at this. It's so killer. Wolverine dick. Balls. He's got a square dick. Wolverine got a square dick. This is adamantium. Look, here's the fingers again. What I say? They look like fucking beef ribs, right? This is flat. But the shit works. That shit work. And that's another part of his shape language. The way he does hands. You can see it. His shit is just kind of. You can see right here. It's kind of gestural. Just like the inks. It flows with his art style. Look, there's a fucking knife foot again. Some more knife feet. Gonna stab you with his foot. When did this come out? June 1992? No way this came out in 92. The first Spawn came out in June 92. I swear to God, I picked this up before I picked up Image. So maybe I got into comics that summer? get in the comics this summer? I don't know. Huh. I hate doing fingers. Me too. They get stuck in my asshole and they feel weird. Turtle cock. Agree the face has characters and expressions with a few lines. Yeah, he's real good at that. He's real good at creating characters with just a few lines. Just, you know, original faces. Everybody on this page is an original face. Even these women got different cheekbones. She has no pupils, but she got different cheekbones. 2 in the pink Wolverine. 2 in the Cyclops pink. It was probably finished months before it printed, but I remember picking this up on stands. I picked this issue up on stands because I remember this scene. He's going through the airport and they're like, "What's going on? Why are you setting off the alarm?" So he shoves his arm through the metal thing like he's fisting a prostitute, and it just shows that's why. And then, you know, these fine-ass TSA agents, they're not paying attention to the 3 fucking knives he's hiding in his forearm. No. It's like, oh, this guy's got metal bones. He's not just hiding 3 blades that he's going to take on the plane. He's also got metal bones. Huh. TSA really sucked back then. Look, she got a gun, too. Would you mind stepping aside, sir? Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Fucking, look, you see what I'm saying? Gestural kind of dope shit. The Hunter in Darkness. Wolverine number 34. Look at this. And you can see that shape in here. You can definitely see it in here. Get another layer, asshole. You can definitely see it in here. He's trying. You know, like I said, general overall shape. That's the kind of composition he likes. Right? Look at this. Look at that fucking shoulder, man. I love the way that digs in. I love the way it digs in right here. It just... Oh. It just digs in. It looks fucking meaty. All of this. It just looks like it's... It looks like it's connected. Right? There's depth here. There's mass. There's barbecue fingers again. Barbecue rib fingers. He's getting some lunch. Some sushi. Look at that. I fucking love the way this shoulder, man, is just killing me. This whole section right here, I could stare at that for hours. Just looking at that. And these ribs. Damn, look at these. Just those shapes, those lines. Who inked this? Green? Dan Green? Dan Green inked it? Yeah, the way Dan Green is throwing down these thick to thin lines on here, he really kicked ass on this. He really added some depth going on in here. It's just fucking amazing. These two were pretty good together back in the day. They're pretty good. Looks almost mean. You don't say. Man, I just love that shoulder. This hair is freaking me out, though. This shit is freaking me out. That's crazy. Why didn't Hugh Jackman have this big puffy ass eagle wing? I wanted to see that in Wolverine, right? You know, it was around the same time that Mignola was doing shit, too. What year is this? 1990? Mignola was already in comics. He was doing that sort of bubbly style. Lots of dark. It was him, Silvestri, And then Joe Quesada was doing kind of similar styles with the bubbliness. Bubbliness in the shadows. They sort of had a thing, you know? That makes sense? Sort of a thing. Silvestri and Green. Dan Green and Silvestri was the best. They were good. They were good. I still think Bat is a better inker. Dan Green is right up there. Bat, Joe Weems, and Dan Green. Those are the three motherfuckers that look the sexiest on Marc. Oh, now we're getting into some compositional shit. Some good storytelling shit. Right? Look at this. What is this from? This is from, obviously, from Wolverine. 45. Page 14. This is some storytelling shit. Look at this. Look at this. Alright, this is why he's a fucking master. Aside from just knowing his shit with anatomy and how to draw, just how to draw overall, this is some shit. Look at this. You get the crowd's point of view, right? We're getting into some good stuff now. Getting real good stuff. You get the crowd's point of view. You're looking up at the cage. What is it? What is it? What is it? Huh? This fucking whiteness here. Whoops. Get another layer, asshole. Get another layer. Okay. Word balloons bringing you in here. There's synergy going on with the balloons and the art. And the white shape. This little black line. Bringing you down. This white space. Excuse me. We learned about this on the Sean Gordon Murphy episode, right? Leading the eye. We talked about this there. We got that shit pulling you over here. And then over to this big space. Now he does a downward shot, right? He does a downward shot here. But you don't see the crowd. You don't see the crowd below him. You see some lights shining up at him. But in a way, you do see the crowd because you're looking down, right? You're looking down, and then the crowd is in the last panel at the bottom. So it works. It's making you look down to see the crowd looking up at him. And in this second panel, you're looking down on him because you're supposed to feel what the crowd feels, that you're superior to this fucking beast. The camera is looking... He could have done like a cool-ass... You know, in-your-face fucking shot, right? Something real badass. But the storytelling came out in this asshole. The storytelling came out here, and it's fucking good, man. You know, he's... This dude is in a cage. He's ferocious. He's big. He could fuck you up. These people's faces are telling you he could fuck you up. But because you're looking down, you're supposed to get that feeling of superiority over this fucking furry in the cage. Wait, we are all looking down on you. Yeah. Because you're the customers. You're superior to me. You're the people watching. You're the ones I'm entertaining. But right, looking down, we get that feeling of superiority, like we're supposed to be better than this wolf thing. These people are looking up. Got that audience in there. Look at this guy with the little smirk. Look at that. These people, they look frightened because they're seeing this dude who's growling. Big sucker, ain't he? Look at them teeth. But we're supposed to be looking down on him because he's in a cage. Right? He's all caged up like some freak show animal. It's fucking good. God, that's so good. Damn. What else are we saying here? What else are we saying? So angry at a fish. Yeah, well, you know. Maybe it said something about his mother. You don't know the story going on with that fish. You don't know. Here we are again. general overall fire looking shape, you know, being created here. No matter what you fucking look at, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there, right? This is the cover to 49. Just look how fucking gritty this is. God, I love this. Silvestri. Oh, he inked this himself. That's even sexier. Let's take a look at this. This good. God damn. Look, you could tell he wasn't that confident in his lines as an inker. You could tell like that the inking was at this point was not new to him, but he wanted to do more of it. You know, he wasn't as confident as he should have been, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't as confident in his inks as he was in his pencils. You can tell, because you look right here at the claws. You can see how shaky these are. Like, he probably did these first, and then came over here to do these, because they were a little more confident. They're just slightly off, but there's more. You know what I'm saying? These are going all the way down, and then as he gets over here, he's like, oh, hey, I could just like snap that line in. Right? So he got a little more confident there. And this was a perfect cover for him to ink too, because of all this jagged shit. You know, it didn't need to be perfect. You can see in the shoulder, it's not as rounded off as Dan Green would have done with some of the other images that we just saw. You can see this little mark here. This little mark right here, kind of going off. And then his shoulder is a little bit wobbly. Let's see if we can go in closer on that. Like you can see, perfect example right here. It's just a little bit wobbly, not as rounded as Dan Green would have had it. And then around here, it's like he comes around and then wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to ink, but he's not very confident in what he's doing at this point. So it's pretty badass. But he's still getting those, you know, quick gestural shapes. Those quick gestural lines, you know, to create the shapes that he wants to create. But this was a perfect cover for him to ink. Like this one. I'm pretty sure he started over here. And then by the time he got to like here, and he did these. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like that. He was maybe getting used to a new tool or something. Because it's a little more shaky over here. And then over here, there's a little shake, but there's also that sweet curve. Right? There's also that sweet curve. Let's go in. You can see a little shaky. Hold on, let me do that again. Go a little slow. No, let me pick it up. Right? And then here. This is the part he really loved doing. You can tell the little short stuff. Because he just snapped the line. If he had to go longer than that, you know, things got a little shaky. Nope. Oh, no, not confident. Up. Whoop. And she comes down here, and then it's kind of, it's not really flowing through. It comes down here, and then like that. So it's almost like this thing is adding weight to his leg. Whereas if Dan Green had done it, it would have been like one fluid thing right there. He may have even just gone through like that and then whited this area out. have to be straight. These branches and shit. Then you can also see how Silvestri's inking style developed to what it is today. You see, if you ever saw his Batman thing, and you saw how scratchy it was, like you could see it here. You could see he's laying this shit down pretty quick. This stuff is uneven. This feathering. Thought I had a sneeze. Can you still hear me? You can hear me? Anyway, this feathering here, it's uneven. Normally you want to keep that pretty even, right? And then right here, a little uneven, a little sloppy. Same all around. So you can see the beginnings of his scratchy style the way it is today. Going all the way back. It's pretty much any artist. You look at their beginnings, no matter who they're mimicking, and not that he's mimicking anybody on this, but like Joe Mad, he looks like an Art Adams, John Byrne clone, right? Like those two butt fucked and had an art baby and out pooped Joe Mad. And then he developed his own style. But if you go back and you look at his early stuff and you compare it to his stuff on like Battle Chasers, you can see the shape language is there. And you can see that you can see little isms, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see little isms. That's a beautiful cover. Look at this. Go close in on these people. Woo! Too close, dickhead. We don't need to pixelate shit. Look at that. Here's again what I'm talking about with the shape language, the legs. You'll see this a lot in his. There's the feet. Remember what I was saying with the legs? Not the feet. There's the legs with that shape. That little kind of, because of that fire composition that he has. That's a gesture that you see throughout his art, almost everywhere. Ever since his early days. I mean, like, look at that. The man fucking hates a straight line. Let me tell you. You see it in there. Here's that shape again. Look, everywhere. The smoke is making a more rounded version of it. But it's that shape with triangle. I don't know what Logan's doing, but it sounds like he's getting in trouble. Let's see. It's issue 50. Does that say page 42? I can't go in any closer because my stupid ass got a 72 DPI image. Anyway, look. There's that shit. Look, man! This guy can't draw fucking feet. People give Liefeld shit. How many times have you seen Silvestri draw a foot? What is that? That looks like somebody glued a dick onto their ankle. What is that? What is this? What is this fucking thing? What the fuck is this here? I mean, look at this shit. People give Rob Liefeld heat over it. The only feet visible on this entire goddamn page looks like a dildo strapped to a leg. Look, dildo strapped to a fucking pig ham hock or something. What is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know. But it works. Look, it's supposed to be a foot that's bent too. It's supposed to be bent. Like Logan got this like Chinese foot binding shit going on here. Look, this is like a little dagger foot. Chinese foot binding shit going on. Tiny ass Lobo feet. Or tiny ass Logan feet. Oh shit. Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat. Sometimes imperfections make it perfect. Yeah, imperfections can help. That's what that kind of makes the style. Have you ever done an X-Men just for fun? Not the whole team. I've drawn Wolverine a couple of times. That's about it. Professor X and Jean Grey seems like an afterthought. Yeah, on that page they kind of were. That you were supposed to be focusing on Wolverine and his feral state. Like he wasn't concerned with them. He wasn't thinking about them. So you weren't supposed to be focused on them. You were supposed to be focused on the primal. Not rage, but like the moment. It's just like a real raw moment going on for Wolverine at that moment because you had all that shit fucking flailing around, trying to grab his legs. Like, he's not sitting there worried about Professor X and Jean Grey in the background saying, "No, don't go." He's just like, "Bitch, I'm trying not to die." So that's good storytelling there. Good catch. Logan has Looney Tunes feet. Yeah, he does. He's got like little stick feet. In Battle Chasers, you could also see Joe's manga influences, like I'm not gonna pronounce that fucking name, and Kento Miura, Kazushi Hagiwara from Bastard, and Kento Miura from Berserk. I have to look at Bastard and Berserk in order to see those influences, but I believe you. I mean, Joe Mad's got like, he's got hella manga influences and anime. If you go look at it at the Marvel Capcom art of Bangus and Acumen, holy shit, you can see where he says that he's very influenced by them. It's incredible. But we're gonna be talking about him next week. I'm gonna be doing an episode on him next Thursday. Yeah. Masami Obari was another influence, probably. He's a huge influence on Huerta. What's up, Alex303? How you be? Am I being too loud? Let me know if I'm being too loud. I'm trying to keep my volume out of the red. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it in the yellow. Trying to keep it in a yellow, like a smoker's teeth. But this is cool. This is some good storytelling. These fucking speed lines bring you in here, and then this brings you over to whatever this blob is, Professor X and Cyclops. This boom, boom, and this brings you down. Coming over here with the bubbles. I wish this bubble. My one complaint about the composition on this page is with the letterer. I wish this bubble would have been over here. You know, if it would have flowed a little better, because when you come down, you're going to see this bubble and you're automatically going to read that first because it's higher than these bubbles. And when you're looking at a page, your eye automatically goes to the first bubble that you see. So it's bringing you over here. You're reading that bubble first, and then you're coming over here. So I wish that bubble had been like right here. Darling, leave me be. You know? Because then your eye would have been like, oomph, led right over here to these bubbles where these figures are leading you. Look, her arm is pointing this way. All his shit is pointing this way. Wolvie? And you would have read that bubble, darling, leave me be. And you would have seen him all fucking jacked up, ready to kick some fucking ass, or having kicked some ass. Just getting it. You would have seen him just getting it. Right? Just leave me be. You'd have been like, oh, yeah, leave that motherfucker be. You don't want to mess with him. There's them legs again. There's some legs again. And then this entire image would have brought you down here to this lettering. Like, it would have worked. This one fucking balloon, man. Just move that shit over there. Just take this. Put it right there. You know? Flip it. Let's flip it. There we go. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. That would have worked so much better. Who lettered? What asshole lettered this? I don't know. He's probably a good letterer, but that was one slip up. Everybody's allowed one slip up, right? Love black and white linings and inks. Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna be doing any sort of color on these little videos. It's all gonna be about the line work. You would love Bastard. Post-apocalyptic sword and sorcery manga where the major characters, nations, and magic spells are heavy metal references. Ooh. I'll have to look that up. That Jubilee mouth is classic Silvestri mouth. Bro, taking a class to school right now. Colorists do add a lot sometimes. Whoa, what did I just... Oh, shit. Fucking things up, ain't I? Colorists do add a lot. But if you're not telling the story in black and white, then colors... You know... Colors basically just saving your ass. You want to be able to tell that story in black and white first. And then have color, you know, get in on it. So, there we go. I just love Silvestri, man. I just fucking love his artwork. He's a huge influence on me. When I first started drawing, I was ripping him off so heavily. Like, you have no idea. Ripping him off, and then I switched over to Rob Liefeld. I was ripping him off. And then I switched over to Todd McFarlane. I was ripping him off. I was like... And these image guys formed up. I was just ripping them off left and right. I would copy and trace their shit. Be like, oh, I want to draw like him. No, I want to draw like him. It's like, oh, shit. No, I want to draw like him. Because it's just fucking cool styles. These things, you know, their styles are so fucking cool. It makes you want to draw like that. This is the kind of shit that makes you want to draw. This is the kind of shit that makes you want to draw this dope Wolverine shit. Right? So let's go do that. Let's go draw. I'm going to tuck my kids in. I'm going to get to work drawing some pages. My Brutus pages. Now that I got this fucking dope art. Inspired me. Got me all nipples all excited and shit. Look at that. Look at that nipple right there. Poking through. It's like fucking... look at that fucking nipple right there. Just poking, man. Cutting some glass. That's how excited I am over the shit. Exciting. Alright. Well, thank everybody for stopping by. I'll be back Tuesday. I'm gonna be talking about Stephen Platt. The sexiness that is Stephen Platt. Hopefully with Dan Fraga. With Dan Fraga, he's gonna be on there, and he's gonna be shooting some personal stories about it too. He says. You know, we'll see. You know, something might come up. He might not make it. I don't know. The plan is for him to be there. And Death Metal Hero from Twitter, he's going to be there too. You know, it's a big metal fest. Talking about some splat. Splat. Probably going to get some Moon Knight pages, because Fraga says that he watched him draw some of that shit. Definitely going to be looking at his Prophet pages. And his some of his stuff from Soul Saga. So, you know, hope you guys enjoyed. I really like doing this. It gets me hyped up to work. You know, sometimes that's needed. So I thank you all for your company, and I thank you for helping me get hype. I really appreciate it. I thank you for stopping by from the bottom of my heart. Peace.